Hello, everyone, and welcome to another round of Link to the Past Randomizer League, Invitational League Season 4 playoffs with Team Skull Kids, represented by Gamachu, facing off against the Sexy Ganons, represented by Yagamoth. This is the Pendant of Power match, where the higher seed runner chooses the mode, and it seems that, in this case, Gamachu being the higher runner, has chosen Hard MC Shuffle. I am Made Beer, and with me today is Stags. How are you doing today, Stags?
Yeah, I'm doing really quite lovely. It's a beautiful day. Perfect day for rando.
Perfect day for rando, exactly. Just put all the football games on mute, move them to the side, get to watch this instead.
I'm kind of curious what strategies the runners are going to do right out of the gate. If anyone's going to be starting up in Sank or starting down at Link's house, taking the southern route.
Yeah, I'm interested to see as well. And, so we have Hard MC Shuffle as the mode today. Do you want to explain to the viewers real quick what that is, in case anyone's not familiar?
So with the MC Shuffle, the maps and compasses are also included in the shuffle with the other dungeons. So you'll have all the keys in the right dungeons, but it just adds a couple extra checks to each dungeon. The hard is a little bit harder. I think we're missing silvers. We can only get to tempered sword, and then I think is blue armor available, or is it no armor upgrades at all?
I think all the armor upgrades have been removed. So yeah, it's the equivalent of what you would end up at in the end of an NMG run.
So not a lot of safeties.
Yeah, exactly. So Gamachu finding a bow on the uncle with an early uncle play here, and we see a map on Agina. So
starting out at Link's house already paying off for Gamachu. That opens up a lot.
Yeah.
Eastern becomes palatable, and then you get Saha there too. So
yeah, 8 items now in that area in this mode. Plus, all the items in the front of Escape are going to be guaranteed to be items here, and except for potentially a Smolky in the first chest.
Yeah, and these guys are particularly good at the game, so going through all of this with bombs is almost second nature for them. But having the bow just speeds it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And oh, look, there we go. There's that Smolky that we talked about. So all of this is actually in logic, for what it's worth. But, oh yeah, and it's also worth pointing out that along with the bow came a 10 arrow pack. So, just, a little bit of luck here trying to help out Gamachu. I think he hasn't been playing very much lately, is what I've heard. So he's going to need all the luck he gets today. All the luck he can get.
It appears that he's using a rust-colored sprite, too, so that's appropriate today.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, he gets a bottle now, so that'll be convenient when he gets to Kakariko, in case the sick kid has something.
Yeah, I always get kind of unsure whether... Oh, and there's a pearl in Blind's hut. I always get, I guess, tempted to start on the south and put off all of the Kakariko checks as long as I can, hoping to get that bottle or flute before I get there. There's so many checks that you just want what's there as quickly as you can also.
Yeah, and we have found a couple maps here and there. Yagamoth did a map check real quick and found Desert was, in fact, a red crystal today. So he is actually having some bomb issues right now. Not getting bailed out. Not as lucky as Gamachu has been at the opening of the seed. So he's now abandoning 2 items in these Kakariko checks that he'll have to come back for. He found, well, I was going to say he found enough rupees, but not really, because now he has to check Bottle Vendor too. So unless he finds a big money drop here, this is going to be a little bit unfortunate. And it looks like our tier 2 tree pull is blue rupees. I think Yawgmoth had a tier 3 tree pull, which was green rupees, because we saw hearts as the tier 1. So tier 2 is the money pull today. Hey, there's $50. That helps.
You'll gladly take that quick refund.
Yeah, not so bad. Spend 1 bomb to make $50. But, you know, being forced back into the well, he'll be able to farm enough to do Bottle Vendor here.
And it looks like Gamma also wanted that quick knowledge and went out of the way to pick up the map.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that, you know, there's this mode, you might end up in 50-50 scenarios of having your go mode, but not knowing which dungeon to complete. So maps are actually pretty good find early on. And as of course, as you get later in the seed, you want to see less and less of them. And a cape. Okay, so farming that was going to end up being worth it.
Although it's always a little bit scary to see the cape early. We start to see a lantern sword, then there's a cause for concern.
Yeah, maybe get forced into Aga. Which never good. Oh, $20. That must have been an armor, I think. Well, Yawgmoth knows it's an armor.
Oh, yeah, huh.
Yeah, for all Gamma knows, that could have been Silver's, and now he feels bad for wasting his time opening up with the Uncle route, thinking that there was free bow in Kakariko. But not the case today. So Gamma's going to be in a bit of a situation now, too. He'll have just enough money to do Bottle Vendor and not enough to buy bombs. And seems like he'll end up having to abandon Chicken Hut. Oh, never mind. There was $50 in here. Okay, well, that's fine. So we'll be a little more efficient getting through CAC, being able to just go through and clean up the entire thing in one pass. And we did not find a bottle on Yawgmoth's side, so... Oh, there's a bug net on Race Game. And a glove on Sick Kid. That can potentially be really bad, actually, for Yawgmoth, because that is not something you go back to before Aga, if you get Aga access.
Yeah, doing the escape, immediate payoff for Gamma.
Yeah, I think the only thing that leads Yawgmoth back there would be finding a flute somewhere in the overworld. So, yep, we're seeing Yawgmoth going to check out front of Escape now, and we'll be able to go through and do the same things that Gamma did here. And it turns out we see the guards are in the bomb pack, which is actually pretty nice early game. It sucks earlier for not getting any bomb drops, but you know, it's the way Rando goes sometimes. All right, so let's see. If Gamma does a blind check of the race game here, he'll be rewarded with a bug net, and if not, we'll have to see if he opts to go back for it. Okay. Yeah, it's probably Gamma probably feels bad seeing that there.
So did we see the sewer key on the front of Escape?
We did, yeah.
Okay, so without the glove, it's entirely possible that Yaga runs all the way through to the back.
He can, definitely, with his loadout. I'll have to see if he starts setting up a death warp as he gets further in.
Yeah, Gamma did not check the Dark Cross when he was there. Oh, and there's a sword.
Yeah, finding a sword makes checking Dark Cross a lot easier, which is guaranteed an item of some kind today. So we're a lamp from Aga. Not that, you know, you're going to go there right away with all of South Shore and Eastern left, but... So getting that key rat pretty easily. Just kind of continue on here and be able to fully clean up castle, which is actually something nice to do in open modes. Just if you need to, or if there's items here, just get it completely out of the way as fast as you can. And just 10 arrows.
Yeah, knowing that it's completed, though, is every bit as valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I think, yep, we see Yagamoth going to head over to Eastern here with bow in hand, which makes sense. The funny thing is, though, neither runner knows if it's a pendant or a crystal, so it could be literally for nothing. But it's pretty unlikely.
Now, in MC Shuffle, the sound or the music is shuffled also, right?
That is correct, yes. They will not know what the dungeon is based on the music.
Interesting that Gamma's skipping Saha's closet to get to Eastern.
Yeah, I think with... Oh, here we go. Pendant of Hera. Pendant of Hera. Tower of Hera is our green pendant today. But yeah, with the glove in hand, I think it's slightly more efficient to go and do all this in the order that Gamma is doing it.
Well, the lantern and the cane of Samaria will be very nice for Yaga.
Yeah, definitely make it easier to navigate through Eastern. Oh, nice powder.
Yeah, without many safeties, having that powder is just a nice little thing to have in the back pocket, especially on the climb.
Yeah, absolutely. And you never know, we could find some silly item over at Magic Bat. Oh look, the Compass of Eastern in... Is that the actual vanilla chest? Might be.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, nice. Might be the map chest, I never know.
It's one of those that I don't pay a ton of attention to.
Yeah. It's chest number 2 in Eastern, right? That's that's how it's known by most.
So getting the big key there is fun, because you're at least able to get this chest first. But in MC Shuffle, there's certainly going to be an object back on the dark side here, so you're going to have to dive it anyway.
Yeah, it's a lot more risky of a gamble in this mode. A lot of runners in open modes or casual boots, whatever, might take a 50-50 chance that there's just a map or a compass in here. But today, there's definitely something. Yeah, Yagamoth doing a really nice quick kill in that Stalfos room. That's a pretty cool setup.
Yeah, with the bow and arrow, I wonder if that's faster than waiting for just the two of them to spawn.
Yeah, I believe it is a little bit faster. Just gotta not miss. So nothing but a trash map in the back here, but both runners going to get it, so no one's really losing any time to this check. Both runners have items that make this palatable going through Eastern early. Gamma with a sword and Yagamoth with a lamp. So yeah, just getting these runners catching up to each other here. I think we'll find out if there's any progression in Eastern or if the bow was just to have a bow for later. A lot of times, you know, Bo is pointing you towards pot. Ooh, Yagamoth doing a nice little rupee farm here.
Well, getting that lantern is logical access to Death Mountain.
That's a good point, yeah.
On the left side, anyway.
All right, pendant or crystal? What do you think?
Well, I mean, the odds say crystal. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if we're going strictly by math.
Yep, and we see our first crystal. Don't know if it's a red or non-red one yet, but hey, that was a nice kill too with that Canis Samaria. Very good execution so far from Yagamoth's side.
Yeah, you find pretty quickly at this level in the playoffs, they're very, very solid with their execution.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a lot of sloppy runners.
All right, so we're all tied up here. The biggest difference is that Gamachu doing an uncle route early, having a bottle before going into Kakariko, got a glove off of Sick Kid. So I have to see where that plays into the next part of the seed.
And then that allowed the getting the sword in the back of Escape.
Ah, yeah, that's true. There was a sword as well. Gamma despawning a bomb there just to try out how far he can push it off screen.
Well, you know, when you haven't played in so long, you just need to remember these little things.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's a nice, nice rod there. And I believe that was Sanctuary Heart we just found, which is one of the hearts in the pool, one of the full heart containers in the pool. So, if we find, you know, more heart pieces, heart containers, etc., we can get all the way up to the potential 14 max. So yeah, going up to Ice Rod Cave. Let's see if there's anything here. There's less and less choices now, running out pretty quickly. Oh, Yagamoth just burned a blue potion on accident there. Yeah, the pitfalls of quick swap sometimes, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure we can all say that we've never done that before.
Absolutely.
So Gamma gets his fake flipper, and then we get to check back in Hobo. There's nothing on the island, so I don't have to do that check again.
Yeah, it seems with this routing, Gamachu being very thorough, wants to properly full clear everything, and you can see it especially in the way that he split up the South Shore checks doing Mini Moldorm Cave before Ice Rod, before the dam. And let's see, Yagamoth he's going back into Escape here. Yeah. He doesn't have anything left except for Agina's Cave in Logic. And Sick Kid.
Well, and that's right, because he doesn't have the glove. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So he can get through here. He'll get back here and get a sword, and that might lead him straight to Aga. You know, which makes sense at that point. He's got 2 checks left in Logic. He's got Sick Kid or Agina's Cave, so.
So Gamma's hoping for a whole lot of cash here.
Yeah, right.
That's
$21.
the game's taunting me.
Yeah, can't sell a gold bee to the fairy. She'll just give you another fairy for your bottle. So I think Gamma does have enough equipment to set up a fake flipper here. Let's see if he remembers how to do it, if he needs to. Nope, just bombs today.
So Gamma has Agina, and then I can only imagine is gonna go up the mountain.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he'll go up the mountain or just go straight to Aga here, honestly, if there's nothing at Agina. Yeah, Yagamoth finding the sword, setting up the Death Warp, he's going straight for Aga. And that makes sense. Although, once you get through Aga, he did farm that little bit of extra cash for Pod. But I think that's his only play, I believe, here after doing Aga, so. But then again, in Pod with the bow, you have guaranteed access to 6 items, so not going to be too bad.
I've been watching a lot of cross keys lately, and it's you get in here and you forget that these two are just always keys. These 2 checks.
Yeah, right. It almost feels like he might be finding something new here. So
yeah, it'd be really, really mean if he found a glove.
All right, let's see if Agina has our second to last potential piece of progression to get us out of doing Aga, and just bombs today. So when Gamachu does he's going up the mountain.
Looks like he's going to check the mountain.
Yeah, this isn't necessarily a terrible play if find a flute or something or Dark World, but if
and it creates a save spot.
That too, for sure.
Or I guess a start spot.
Yeah, and using this ice rod is very nice in here. You can, I was gonna say you can kill the blue guards with it, but not the arrow guards, apparently. Yep. I'd forgotten what we saw there, and it was just a map, so even if you kill Aga, no need to open the lumberjack tree. Ooh. Dropped a heart, and the next one dropped a fairy, so had to make a choice there. Ooh, running out of arrows too, so having to do this room a little slower than I think you'd want to, but not so bad overall. He threw that pot right over the guard's head. That was pretty good.
And one of 2 checks is bombs.
Yeah, you've pretty much committed to this. You got to go up and check Spectacle Rock, but...
oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if this is the play and the rest of the progression we're looking for is in Pod, Yagamoth will have a pretty solid advantage here going into the Dark World.
So this is either mirror or hook shot that keeps us going, right?
Yeah.
Or book, I guess.
Yeah, or book. So, yep, today just a piece of heart. I believe the only thing left in Logic is Zora, but with no money on hand, neither runner is interested to go do that until potentially later if they're required to. I think at this point, especially from Gamma's side, it's a purely isolated one-off check now forever. All right, so what do you think we're going to find in Pod, if anything?
You know, I find the Titans mitts there so often. That's my knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
There are a handful of things that would really help. Again, the mirror and hook shot immediately. But those Titans mitts, that's really what I think it's going to be.
Yeah, I can see that. And we do see Pod and Ice Palace were both regular crystals today.
Then you definitely have to go there first.
Yeah, I don't think, did we see any blue balls from Aga? The fight, it's such a, you know, I don't know, boring. Yeah, boring is the right word. It's such a boring fight, I always forget to watch it anymore. Always looking for other things on the screen.
Yeah, we didn't start counting right away, so I was paying attention to Gamma's climb.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Making sure that he could get through the mountain safely. It's, you know, it is called Death Mountain, so. Yeah, Gamma's struggling a little bit with the key guard there, but does get through. And gets the same fairy drop. That's pretty funny. Alrighty, so small key in the front means the early part of Pod is not yet bow locked, but we'll have to see the key layout of the rest of the dungeon to know more.
Yeah, this is one that I always think I know better than I really know. The key distribution and layout here.
Yeah,
the second sword is very nice for Yaga.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the one that I always remember is if you have 3 keys, when you get to the back to Harmless Hellway, then that's when you want to be able to go in it.
Yeah, so these items on the right here are guaranteed bow locked. The question if the back is bow locked or not depends on if the big key chest has an item, and if it does, then the back is bow locked as well. Otherwise, just these chests here, pretty much. I think there's a couple other small things potentially, but you know that's the major ones. And setting up a death warp. All right, Gamachu is now through Aga. We'll be heading over to Pod as well to catch up with Yagamoth here. And doesn't really have much money, and not going for that. He only has 138 rupees, but enough to get into Pod. I think for now that's all that matters. Oh, look, a glove. So, yep, back of Pod is bow locked today.
Yeah, and there are the Titans mitts right there.
Yeah, I think you called that, right?
Yeah, it comes up so often.
Yeah. So, let's see. We've found 2 items so far in Pod. Oh, you know what? Map Compass Shuffle. So, there's guaranteed, unless they find a hammer, they're only going to get up to 6. A total of 6. All right, with the mitts in hand, when Gamachu finds those, he'll have a little more access to things here. He'll be able to go over to Village of Outcasts, Thieves Town area.
And I think that means that there's now a key in a Harmless Hellway, so they're not going to go in that.
Yeah, that's correct. Which is nice. Three guaranteed items here, but might just all be trash. We'll have to see. But this is a very linear seed so far. It's kind of coming down to getting to Dark World faster than your opponent to just push forward on progression. Looks like Yagamoth's setting up a death ward.
Unless...
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
unless there's a hammer here.
Yeah, I think that's, you were calling it.
Yeah, he doesn't have the same access to Dark World.
Yep. Yeah, if he was, I think you're right. If he was setting up, if there was a hammer, he could go back and finish the dungeon. So.
And so Yaga's going to go up the mountain first. So he needs to get to Sick Kid.
Yeah. What a funny place to put a glove, right?
Well, it's what the nitrile gloves, I'm sure.
Yeah, sterile gloves.
Exactly. Probably left behind by a Hylian nurse.
Yep. So, yeah, retracing a bit in each other's footsteps. Gamachu will get his mitts here. Pretty much guaranteed going to go finish up Pod the same way Yagamoth did, and then Yaga's going to be funneled basically right over to Sick Kid, unless he hula hands to go get Zora, which I don't think he's going to do that. Oh, he's going straight in.
So I don't think Yaga checked Agina.
Oh, that's true. You're right. He didn't. Is that what he's going now? Yeah, I don't know what he's. Actually, don't know. Okay, doing the fake flipper checks here, but I don't know. I'm a little surprised by this. If he was going to do this, he doesn't have enough money to actually do Zora with it as well. Maybe hoping to get bailed out with some cash on the way, but I think we know that there's only, what, like $21 in the dam or in the waterfall, and that's it?
21 in the waterfall. And this, I think, is a bottle, if I remember correctly. No, piece of heart.
Yeah, so not much value going to be on this path from Yagamoth here.
Yep, GFE's right. There is catfish is definitely in logic.
Yeah, he could have done Well, yeah, he could have done catfish. That's pretty bad, but from his perspective, might be one of the next checks he does, because he already kind of walked from Sanctuary towards Kakariko a few times. I think the more you do that, the worse it feels, and you start wanting to do it less. You're like, nope, I don't want to go back to Kakariko for a long time here. Basically just forcing yourself to last location Sick Kid in this scenario. All right, so Gamachu headed straight for the Dark World, doesn't even care what Catfish has today.
Not sure where Yaga's going.
Yeah. He doesn't realize maybe he is a little bit short on cash. Zora will let him know, though. He's kind of a jerk.
There's a feels bad moment.
Yeah, yep.
Well, they've both hard abandoned Zora at this point.
Yeah, I think at this point neither runner's ever going back there, unless they get forced into it at some point. I think in the scenario where they might would be if they end up doing Catfish with the mirror, unless Zora has our mirror today, which that's always fun. Yeah, I think Gamachu's rust showing a bit there, forgetting he has the cane to make this room a lot cleaner and easier. All right, Yagamoth now with the mitts. So knows he didn't miss too much by doing Aga, but still, like you said, gotta be a feels bad moment.
Yeah, I thought that might be pushed off a little longer. That was very good. Not a lot of checks left for him, though.
Yeah, I think what he would have had otherwise, Agina and Catfish, right? And Zora.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Zora today. Again.
Yeah, most likely. All right, so let's see. That's one key here. Moth is guaranteed to have an item of some kind. And then the question is if we find 2 more items in the front or 3 small keys in the front. So that's 2 small keys so far. And the boots. That's nice.
Oh, time to go fast.
And a mushroom, okay.
Well, it adds an extra check for him.
I think Gamma has a fairy, right? Besides to Death Warp here. And, oh no, he burned it in pod. Yeah, that's right. Just waiting for the hand. There we go.
Okay, so you're going to check the ledge here, and then there are a couple Bonk Rocks checks available too. So getting the boots helps a little bit. And Gamma's not going to get that until after going through Village of Outcasts, though.
Yeah, definitely. Want to get all the way to Hype Cave and, like you were saying, Village of Outcast, Hype Cave, get through everything. And again, in this mode, Thieves Town Big Chest will, unless it has the small key, it will have a guaranteed item of some kind. But this is a very linear feeling seed so far. So, from your perspective running this, if you feel like you've done too many checks, as Gamachu has done before Aga, then you feel behind. But from Yagamoth's side, not getting lucky with getting a bottle before Kakariko and last locationing those mitts doesn't feel good either. So it's hard to say if either of these runners would feel good in the position that they're currently in. But they have the boots now, so at least they can relax and just hold the A button.
Yeah, I never feel really comfortable. Oh, hammer in Thieves Town.
Oh, nice hammer.
I never feel really comfortable when I have to do Aga 1.
Right, yeah, it's all about, knowing when to pull the trigger on it. So, yeah, with the hammer, it can guaranteed full clear this dungeon, but we don't know if this is a pendant or a crystal yet. And I think at this point in the seed, like, you kind of just have to do it. You're still missing enough stuff. You know, just finish Thieves Town, hope it's not a pendant, and hope you find some value in the back. Alright, so let's see. I think Yawgmoth seems most likely to make the same decision. Especially with this many hearts, it's pretty slow to Death Warp, so... Gamma checking the map there to see which boss it is, but doesn't have the compass yet for this dungeon. So we'll be excited to find out it is just blind. All bosses are vanilla in this mode. But yeah, it does get a nice dash through there though, and Yawgmoth gets the God Pixel, and the Fire Snake says no. How rude. Alright, so yeah, didn't see anything in the attic, right? It's kind of funny. It's almost feeling like one of those layouts where the small key ends up in the big chest anyway. This is the last two places that it can be. No, not today, unfortunately. Just a piece of heart, and here is where you hope that you defeat blind for the crystal drop. But overall, based on where we're seeing these runners, where these runners are at currently in this race, Gamachu has done a Gino where Yawgmoth has not, and they overall are very close in terms of where they are in the seed otherwise.
My computer just totally locked up. I had to reboot quickly.
Ah, welcome back.
Sorry about that. It doesn't look like I missed a ton. I saw the hammer, but I haven't seen anything. I didn't see anything beyond that.
Yep, not much. There was Hammer and Bombos in Thieves Town, and they defeated Blind for a crystal.
Yeah, it's this one. They routed a little bit differently at start, but it's, like you said, it's pretty linear. Everything synced back up to this spot. They're really close now.
Yeah, definitely. So from here on out, you basically, you know, unless there's something that's a little bit off the beaten path, it's going to start turning into an execution battle. And Gamma not going for that 300, and you know, doesn't have Zora money. It's a choice. It's a bold choice. I think Zora's truly dead to him now, if that's the case. But I feel like it's, yeah, I'm trying to think of how he wants to route from here. Definitely get to Hype Cave, and the question is, do you bring the Smith with you, or do you go back and finish off Pod? Knowing that you have to at some point. Both runners have found the map of Pod and checked and know that it is a crystal, so... Ooh, finding the flippers at Dig Game. Yeah, Gamma getting a nice bonk on the tree, just testing it out, and, you know, finds out that it is still a solid object. Ooh, finding another map. It's actually kind of starting to get useful in the seed, and it is Swamp Palace, which is another blue crystal.
Instant check right there.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, we know Desert's a red crystal. We don't know about Eastern or Thieves Town. I feel like neither runner has used their menu yet. They're both very proficient users of Quick Swap, which is great.
And Gamma's checking the 5-6 here. We get Turtle Rock and Desert.
Okay. Well, that's one way to check.
So that opens up... That gives us a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, I think
that closes out all of the crystals. Skull and Mire are both pendants now.
Yep, you're right. Oh, that's really useful. So no 50-50 pick a dungeon today. And Johnny Two Bombs giving us all the compasses and $300. So Gamma doesn't need the 300 that he skipped anymore, potentially ever again. All right, so let's see. Gamachu heading off to the right here, and I think, yeah, this looks like a Ice Palace play. Makes sense finding the items that he found on that first pass through of the Dark World. Can complete this dungeon fully in logic.
Yeah, it's always one of those kind of weird moves. You have Bombos, but not Fire Rod.
Yeah.
Do you find the Fire Rod in the Ice Palace?
That's definitely a thing that we see all the time, so wouldn't be surprised. I feel like at this point, one of the main things that you want to never see in the seed is the flute. Just find like a book somewhere. That way you're never tripped up into even being tempted by Mire. And Bombo's going... Gambit, you're going for Bombo strats here in the Pen Gator room.
You know, I think Mire is clearable, except it is that pendant. You don't really want to.
Yeah, I think they would just need to find a flute in order to be able to access it, but you're right. Alright, so what was in this first chest? I don't think there was a key right now. And the single arrow. Always love to see it. Ooh, Yago almost gets all of them. Just barely misses the last one with that nice bomb strat. Alright, so they are missing a hook shot, and it looks like all the keys in this dungeon are available up front. So I believe... Let me check my cheat sheet. Yep, nothing in... Well, let's see. No, I think... That means that the boss is not hookshot locked. Cool. But this dungeon being pretty empty so far, actually. Unless you like single arrows, which, you know, we always do.
So if you're racing in this, what do you want to see in this last check or two here?
What would I want to see? Well, probably the hook shot. Yeah, I think so. Kind of gives the most the opening to the most things.
Yeah, getting the book wouldn't be horrible, because then you get desert also.
Yeah, that's true.
If you get the mirror, that might draw you up toward Tower of Hera, but you might just skip it and go and do East Death Mountain that way.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I was thinking as well. If you find the hookshot before the mirror, then, or you know, if the hookshot is locking the mirror, that always feels a lot better, because then you're not tempted to go into Swamp Palace. Gamachu busting out Hammer Strats here for Cold Stare. Hammer Chew. And does a very nice job cleaning up the boss.
And a map for the troubles.
And a map, cool. So Ice Palace was truly empty. Very nice go-modable dungeon that unfortunately both runners ended up full clearing. So in this race specifically, they won't have lost time to each other. Ooh, missing that spin.
Did Gamma do his bonk checks?
He did not. No, neither runner did, I believe. Oh, I think Yawgmoth has a fairy, so it's not as precarious as it looks. But it doesn't want to use it. It does waste time. But still, being very careful and having a really good fight so far. Minus the first initial missing the spin. Yeah, cleans it up nicely. Never worried.
Okay, so does Yaga start with the Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb? Or does Yaga come out here to clear Pod?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Looks like it's going to be the two bonk checks.
Yes, it's pretty interesting. And and he has his mushroom out, so might do Bonk Rocks into King's Tomb and then do the mushroom on the way after.
And then he's not too far from getting to Dark World over there and Flute 5.
Yeah, and he could consider doing Zora at the end of the chain if that's on his mind still. Worried about having missed it earlier. We'll have to see. Gamachu going back in to clean up Pod. So, you know, we're in Crystal cleanup at the moment, but after this, there's not much that the runners have available. So I'm trying to think. We have Smith Chain Catfish. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Radical Sniper. Spike Cave is a thing. that's a good one.
Yeah, they have the cape.
Oh, and Magic Bat. Okay, cool. They have a bunch of really awesome checks. Hey, look! Progression.
Well, that opens up an awful lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And speeds up the Smith chain, too.
Yeah, here we go. Gamachu finishing up Helma. Couple slashes, couple arrows, right to the dome. See if he gets anything useful here. And looks like Yawgmoth missed something. $20, so not much. And going to the right, doesn't have the hook shot. Bombs, that's right, this is a bomb farm. So, gets the one bomb, and looks like he's going to farm a couple more. So this is a nice bit of knowledge. Those 4 rocks he's picking up are 50-50 bomb drops.
Yeah, I was gonna say doing a fairy revival would be awfully aggressive when you can just get there.
Right, yeah. Just doesn't want to waste time doing mirror transitions, right? So, yeah, I want to say that we don't... It's not necessarily kind of a lead change in terms of who's done what now. The biggest difference is that Gamachu has completed pod. Yagamoth still has to get back there. And it's a nice blue goo. Yagamoth now has, I think, 2 blue potions and a fairy, so pretty set on that kind of stuff for the rest of the seed. I don't think he'll really need to use them. But always nice to have good safeties to know that you can play more aggressively just in case. And there's our 4th bottle, I believe. So yeah, after... Okay, here, Gamachu finding his mirror now, and then with the knowledge that we find checking the TR medallion, we are in, what, Fire Rod Hookshot for go mode? Am I missing anything else?
What opened up TR? Did we miss?
We're not... Yeah, we haven't gotten that far yet. So once we learn that... Well, we found all the red 20s in the seed. Oh, and we need a way to access desert. Yeah. A lot of red things. Red cave. Hey, there's our hook shot.
So that was hammer and mirror lock. Mirror needed the mushroom. Mushroom was on... Was that on Helma?
No, I don't even remember where the mushroom was.
No, because Yaga hasn't done Helma.
It is nice to find hookshot up here, so that you can clear out hookshot cave as well, instead of potentially being forced to abandon it. Unless, you know, you can hover, or, you know, if you can't, then knowing your opponent can feels even worse. So. And it's Bombos today.
Okay, so now it's flute or book and fire rod.
Yeah, getting very close here for sure. Now the question is, do you dip TR? I guess you kind of have to when you're up here, right? You don't want to leave the fire rod behind, but you also don't want to get baited to go, if the key layout allows you to go super deep into TR.
You know, there are a lot of other checks, and you do have to come up here for Ganon's Tower anyway. You don't need to get into the back of Skull Woods, unless it has the book or flute. But there's definitely time. I think if you were to dive TR, that creates a potential for a double dip that you really don't want to do.
Yeah. Oh, a flute. That's something you don't want to see. I mean, it helps for movement. I think Yagamoth will be happy to use that to get back to pod to finish it. But yeah, that opens up desert, which is nice.
Yeah, I think ultimately that pushes the TR dive off a long ways, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at this point, you know, you have almost everything you need. You're just looking for Fire Rod now, guaranteed, so I think going in here makes a lot of sense. That way you don't last location it up here. If you find it, you're in go mode, you can leave, activate your flute, finish up the rest of the seed, come back and kill TR. And a book! Oh, Oh, don't leave. Go check ether. Okay.
I think I
Cool.
probably would have knee-jerk saving quit right there also.
Yeah, what's going to end up being funny, well, two things is that would have put him back on the pyramid because of finding that mirror, but also this now gives him potential reason to go back into Hera and Spike Cave and can, unless he finds a fire rod in there, can end up losing a bit of time, so we'll have to see. And similarly, find out what Gamachu does. Although, you know, you were talking earlier about finding an ice rod or a fire rod behind Bombos. And, looks like that's still a possibility if the book leads to the fire rod somewhere. And just 20 bucks in Spike Cave. So yeah, that forced him out there, and Gamachu almost missing the block delete, but getting it, and finding the flute, wants to save and quit, which would have put him back at the pyramid as well, but realizes, I'll check TR. Fire rod for go mode. Nope. Doesn't even want to check TR. Okay, so that could be interesting if that book leads to something. Pretty much Bombo's tablet is a major play for Yagamoth at the moment, where which would pretty much destroy Gamachu here.
So, do you flute down to 6 or to the Mire area first?
I think you kill Helma first. You have to anyway. It doesn't get any faster. Clean up the stuff you know you have to do. If Fire Rod's there, then you're done. Then after that, yeah, just go beat Desert. We never found... Oh no, TR was the last red crystal. So yeah, it's not going to be in Pyramid Fairy today. All right. What do we have next? I don't think anyone's checked Desert Ledge. It might just be on Desert Ledge this whole time. And Bombos from Meyer as well. Okay, interesting. So Quake not needed on Seed. We'll not see it. Ooh. Yagamoth accidentally quick swapping through and actually burning all of his bombs here. There are a couple bombs and pots in the back of pod. I don't think he'll get the 2 here, and that'll be enough to get through the rest.
Yeah, there's red in the checkerboard, but not the right red.
Okay, Desert Ledge is piece of heart. So we have 13 hearts, meaning that they can still... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and again, not the right red.
Yeah. Alright, Big Key knows we need that to beat the dungeon. Small Key. Need that for the items on the right side, but see if Gamachu, yep, deciding to go in. He's going to full clear this dungeon first before checking the box, so I think either play is kind of reasonable at this point, depending on what you plan to do afterwards. Obviously, if you find the fire rod, then you're done, but yeah, we'll see. So Yagamoth does a good job taking down Helmasaur. Will now be tied up on crystals with Gamachu. And did he must have accidentally gone in the mirror portal. Or I don't know, that was weird. I don't know why he did that. So So yeah, basically at this point, we do see Yagamoth about a Desert Palace clear behind Gamachu, but with the book in hand that he found in the first chest of Turtle Rock. So that's kind of a big out that he still has. And if, you know, either one finds the Fire Rod first, obviously is in a better position. And if it's just on the path, then it'll definitely just come down to an execution battle. And or GT routing. Kemet trying to fire some icicles at the Landmos, and they're just kind of jumping around a little too much, getting in the way. Not getting in the way of those shots. So yeah, that is his now, what, 5th crystal. Has Swamp Palace available, and yeah, just a couple really nasty one-off checks.
Alright, looks like he's going to Swamp. It's rough with that left side swamp if you end up needing to do that.
Yeah, in this mode, it's guaranteed 2 items in left side swamp too, so it's one of those that you might go in hoping to find Fire Rod in the back and not wanting to waste time having checked it, but if it's not there and it is in the left side, you end up saving time by checking it first. And I think almost anyone would just do the back first here, because you have to no matter what to kill the boss, and hope that you find Fire Rod on the way. So, where do you think we're going to find this Fire Rod? What's what would be a great location in your mind?
Gosh, you know, getting it up on Laser Bridge is mean, but I don't know if key logic allows that. I think you need to get to right side before Laser Bridge.
Yeah, there are opportunities for that not in this seed though, unfortunately, since that where the book was found would have to have been a small key in order for Laser Bridge to happen.
Okay, so barring that,
what about like Green Pendant? That'd be a fun one.
that's on the table. No. Oh, yeah, Green Pendant would. Not Ped, but Green Pendant.
All right, Yagamoth catching up. Has now his 5th crystal as well. Looks like most likely just head to Swamp, right?
Yeah. Oh, did he not do the right side? Oh, he didn't do checkerboard.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Has he done Agina yet?
No, he still hasn't done Agina yet, so yeah, this could be cleaning that up. More red things, right?
I mean, it's great routing now that we know that it's not really anything.
Yeah, for sure. All right, here we go. Is it in swamp? Big key, nice.
Okay, so shovel opens up another check.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that's a rough one, because you don't really want to leave the swamp area to go to shovel to have to come back.
Yeah.
And I think you have to do left side swamp before you dip one of the pendants. Except maybe Hera.
Okay, so far not here except for that silly shovel and the big key. So 3 items left in Swamp Palace to continue looking. So Gamma going back in with his 6 crystal in tow, just looking for that elusive fire rod here. Yeah, not the normal type of rod huts that we see every day, right?
Yeah, this is one that you try to skip if absolutely at all possible.
Oh, look, there's our Quake.
Okay, so we'll get to see if Yaga decides to do left side swamp before going all the way to the back into Argus. I'm guessing he probably will not do it. It's just so annoying if you get all the way to the back. Let me get all the way to the back and find Fire Rod.
Okay, so about to find out. Moment of truth. Was it left side swamp all along? $100.
Oh, I wonder if it's on Zora.
Oh man, that'd be fun. And $300. So no, swamp was a fully go-modable dungeon, except for maybe the shovel.
Oh man, Fire Rod on Zora would feel so bad.
Yeah, now also has all the overworld mirror checks, just all these awesome, awful checks.
Yeah,
Ooh, very nice.
Smith Chain too.
Ooh, little careful. 2 hearts of damage, but no problem for Yagama. Takes out Argus here. Yeah, all the 300s in the seed were hiding in the Dark World, so. Alright, so this is kind of a moment of truth. I don't think you can leave in Yagamoth's situation from Swamp, but if he does, he will make up a bit of time. Yeah, not leaving. It's too hard. There's 3 guaranteed items. It's too hard not to. You're only looking for the Fire Rod here. Okay, Gambit doing Smith Chain. I think a play he really enjoys. Definitely does it in every seed if he can.
Have they done Magic Bat yet?
No, in fact, I don't think either runner has. They just got access to Mirror kind of late and only got the hammer in Thieves Town, so.
Oh, Gamma remembering to do that check while he's right here.
All right. Does the bat have it for us today? I'm going to say probably not.
Kaboom!
Just some blueberries. Thanks, bat. Maybe he wants... Oh, that was a cool hookshot strat from Yagamoth. I've never seen that before. All right, purple chest. What do you have for us today? Just a piece of heart. So Smith Chain, not the answer. Gamachu has Mire Dip, looks like. All right, Yagamoth's about to catch up here. We'll see where he chooses to go. If he goes into Mire next, then this is a very close race. Oh, I guess he has that Bombos tablet out that we've been talking about.
Yeah, that'll be interesting too.
All right, this is the moment of truth. If it's here, then it's going to be a long time for Gamachu to get back to that.
Yeah, this would be a pretty instant GG.
Yeah, definitely. We'll find out soon. Just a map. So it ends up actually wasting a little bit of time on that, or that does. And let's see, Yagamoth is dashing. Oh, he's going to go, it looks like he's going to go kind of follow the same check path that Gambitshu did. Probably, I think, finding the shovel and swamp is giving these runners a reason to come up here. All right, let's see if Yagamoth... Yeah, he's leaving. Smith Chain's dead to him. And let's see, where is he? Oh, maybe not. No, he's just fluting to go do Smith Chain. Guess this makes sense. Unless he's doing the North Dark World checks. I'm not sure. But yeah, these would be new, and he could end at Catfish Sora if he decides to go this way. Nope, this looks like Smith Chain.
I still think it's gonna be Zora. I think that's just the meanest thing it could be.
Yeah, and so with where he was with the being in the Grove, I actually don't know if it's faster to do all of what he did. I feel like it would be faster to just walk there at that point, but I don't know. Either way, here we are doing the Smith Chain. Yeah, that's true. He could be kind of thinking he could be in his own head right now a lot, thinking about what he wants to do, and then makes that call. And Gamachu trying to bomb the anti-fairy. I don't think bombs work on that enemy, so Gamachu definitely learned something new today. And there it is, Fire Rod and Mire.
Wow, Pendant Mire to the rescue.
Yeah, imagine Bombos locking the Fire Rod. That basically never happens, right?
No, I've never seen it.
Absolutely not. Yeah, so these runners more or less had the same path. I think the biggest difference was Yagamoth missing the glove early on, and then finding the flute earlier, which let him do stuff a little more efficiently later, but really just kind of getting the mitts on Sick Kid, well, his mitts, Gamachu's glove, really slowed him down to put him at disadvantage in the latter half of this race.
They were pretty close for a while. Yaga went into TR and got the book, and that added a couple checks.
That's true, yeah, that probably wasted a solid minute, huh? So as we get towards the end of the seed, I just want to say thanks everyone for watching, and if you're enjoying the show, just want to give a shout out to follow these runners, both very excellent runners. You know, if you like what you see, go ahead and give them a follow. Their links are up in chat.
Yeah, we tease Gamma a little bit about the rust, but it's all in jest. He's really spectacular at this game, and he knows it too.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch, you know, top runners mess up just a little bit. Finds 10 bombs. Wow, there were 2 items in the front. Just that one small key in Turtle Rock.
And we're probably going to end up seeing the big key on the lava chest.
Yeah, that definitely, I think.
I guess there's that or Chomps.
No, it has
Chomps
to be.
Needs
Chomps
to be a small, yeah.
Yep. All right, we're gonna get to see Zora. Fish number 1, piece of heart. Both of these runners still have 13 hearts and have had 13 hearts for so long, but because of the mode, they've found Sank Heart. Then, if they're still seeing pieces of heart, that means that they're only missing 1 or 2 to reach their max limit of 14 here.
This is going to be the ultimate scam fish.
What do you think it's going to be?
You see him twice? Oh, just to make it worse, it's going to be the 1 rupee.
1 rupee? That would be good.
To see him twice.
It might have been a fire rod the first time. Oh, no, not going to pick that up. Because it was the second time, though, then it's going to be the 1 rupee.
Yeah. Yaga doing the Meyer dip. That's very good for him.
Yeah, we'll be getting to his go mode here in a moment. So it's a fair bit of time, about 4-ish minutes behind, I want to say, maybe a little bit more. It's really hard to say because of where the fire rod is. It's in a pretty annoying location in Meyer.
Yeah, that's one of the last checks you get to do.
Yeah, sometimes people will put off the left side, do the right side stuff first, but it's not very common, especially if you don't have the big key, which was on the left side.
Yeah, in Go mode, it's really easy to skip that big chest right there, but had to get that key.
Yep. Maybe gets lucky with another key. Never lucky. Well, gets the fire shield. Fire shield? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Shields you from fire? It's red.
Okay, does Yaga super big brain this and go over to that key locked door? No.
No. Oh, well, you have to hit the switch first, so. Oh, no. Oh, I see what you're saying. You go through the key lock door and you don't have to hit the switch. That's a good point. You can just rail clip.
Yeah. Odds are very low on that, though.
That'd be a funny strategy. Well, gets the rail clip on the other side. Does a good job.
Okay, we're going to see Trinex here in a second.
Yeah, and as Gamachu's working on the Trinex heads with that fire rod that Yagamoth just found, Yagamoth is now in go mode as well. And nice, gets the double spin, takes down the Trinex, and now has 7 crystals. So, what does that mean? What happens at 7 crystals?
Well, it looks like we're going to have access to Ganon Tower right now. So, we have a guessing game we really like to play here. 22 possible chests for that Ganon's Tower big key could be. Homemade Beer, what do you think today?
I'm going to go with 21 today. I want to see this key buried.
21, all the way down there. Okay. 7 is usually my go-to. So I'm gonna guess 7 here. I say normally my go-to. My go-to is normally 10 or 14, but I haven't been winning with either of those lately, so I'm changing it up to 7. That's my new normal.
All right, 7 it is. So we'll have to see how he routes it. Which chest 7 ends up being. That's usually somewhere in Rando Room or the Torch, if I'm not mistaken. All right, here we go. And 1, a small key. Hey, they have the compass to Ganon's Tower. That's good. Now we don't have to worry about the count. Easy for us.
So in this direction, it looks like 7's probably going to be in that Stalfos room. Oh no, it's going to be the torch. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know why. I'm just a little annoyed they still only have 13 hearts. All they need is a single heart piece, like anywhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, maybe they needed 2. Okay, fine. No time for heart pieces. Gotta go fast. Alright, $5 on the torch.
That was 7.
Yeah, that was 7, but that also means now we have to actually count, whatever the number is plus 1. It sounds hard. Math is hard to do in real life, in real time on the stream. Finding all the money, though. All the money. I was just thinking, I wonder what check that was, but nope, we can just look at the counter and help us out.
It's like everyone's gathering outside to start a Thanksgiving dinner here. You gotta.
Oh, nice.
You gotta see how this Ganon fight shapes up. I guess we gotta find a key first.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, there it is. 13. Okay, who had 13? And it looks like Irish Luigi had 13. Congrats to you for guessing correctly.
I haven't been paying attention to the pool. How many internet points is that worth these days?
13, in fact. No.
Oh, wow. That's fortuitous.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I should have taken a look at what the pot was up to and then chose 13 if I knew.
Yeah, we used to have a bot that would keep track of people guessing, and turns out the bot doesn't work so well sometimes, and so right now we don't. But Ganon starting his climb, entering the gauntlet, where Yagamoth is about to enter the maze room here in TR. So just a fair bit behind, getting tripped up by that glove, and then ending up not going to Mire as early as he would have needed to make up some of that lost time. But Gamma survives the Landmo fight, is on to the latter part of the climb here.
It looks like muscle memory is coming back quickly. Wizrobe 1, Wizrobe 2, we're down.
Yeah, luckily he was able to get the 2 easiest rooms in the game first try, so good job. And not wanting to use his fire rod to light the torches, just to be safe, uses the lamp instead. And fluffing the first chest there, where Yagamoth now has his 7th crystal. So we'll be entering Ganon's tower shortly behind, where Gamma, probably around the time he'll be facing off against Aghanim. For the 2nd time, in fact. And fluffing some more chests on Gamachu's side. Just got to make sure that he has, all the green 20s. He's trying to find them all in the seed, I believe.
Well, that's a little side bet they have going, I'm pretty sure.
And finding another 20, so getting an extra 3 free checks on the climb there for 10 arrows and $40, just to make sure his ruby count was at 16, 19, and 30 arrows. So. All right, so yep, just taking out Aghanim 2, doing a good job, and Yagamoth is in the hunt for the big key.
Yeah, Yaga had the mirror out. I thought he was gonna move over and check the left side, which turns out would have been useful for him.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that GT routing is pretty hard to be correct about. You usually pick like how you're going to do it before you go in, and then just follow up with your normal strategy. Unless your opponent does something that you feel like metagaming, you try and do the opposite of your opponent. Sometimes depends. Oops, bonking across. That was kind of a cool trick. Ended up accidentally hitting that tile to change the floor. And looks like Gamachu getting that 1-1. Doing a good job in Ganon fight so far.
Did catch a little bit of damage there.
Yeah, just a quick bat to the face, right?
Does Gamma still have the blue potion? I think he went in and bought another one just in case.
Did you find the arrows on the moon? It's a long way to go.
Cheese arrows?
Cheese arrows. Triforce Hunt?
Yeah, I lost track. Was that 5, 6?
Yeah, I think 5, 6, 7, 8. He only got 2 for the first one because the free spin was a froze Ganon instead of getting damage. And that's 12 spins. That's going to do it for Gamachu as long as he manages to walk across the most dangerous bridge in Hyrule. Get your GGs in chat. And Gamachu finishing this race in first place with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 51 seconds, right as Yagamoth finds the big heat and starts his climb. Gamachu has ended the domination of Dr. Wily. Good job.
And just like that, we have Gamachu in the booth. GG's, Gamma. Maybe we do.
Maybe?
Oh, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm right here. I had my mic off. Whoops.
Okay.
Yo, hello. GG's, thank you.
Hello, GG's. So, how did the Uncle route feel today?
It felt wonderful. Got Bo, and that's all you need, right?
That's all you need, yeah.
Yeah. I was curious, did Yaga end up doing Uncle route? Because that bottle felt pretty good, getting the glove from Sick Kid.
It took a little while. It did. Fortunately, the seed was really linear, so he wasn't that far behind.
Pretty linear, right up to the point where you kind of have to decide after going up to the mountain, Hera, at least with my choices, Hera or Meyer, or a lot of other garbage overworld checks.
So before it got to that point, Yaga dove TR, so got the book, and that created a lot of other checks also. I think that was the big turning point.
I did consider going in there after I did everything in Death Mountain, Light World, but after I got the mirror and flute, I'm like, no, what was it? No, I got the hook shot that opened up all of the rest of Swamp. The hook shot, yeah.
Flute.
No, the flute opened up more. Because at first I thought I was just Fire Rod for Go mode, and then realized, wait, I need entry into Desert as well. I need a book or a flute. Then I got the flute and Paradox. No, not Paradox and Super, but I'm like, yeah, okay, this is good enough. This opens up a lot more checks in Mire, Desert, and I have all full clearable Swamp. Like, I'm good. I'll leave from here.
Yeah, so I think early on, one of the biggest differences based on what you were asking too was that Yagamoth actually got the mitts off of Sick Kid.
That was his mitts then?
Yes.
Okay, did he do Fake Flipper? Because I did that kind of hoping to kind of get out of Aga. Was that glove being where it was in case he didn't do Front Escape?
He did Fake Flipper after Aga.
Oh, after Aga, okay. Yeah, I was okay with Orphaning Zora. I was nowhere close to Zora money.
Zora was a piece of heart.
Oh, lovely.
Bodybuilding kid had the glove, thanks. Yeah, so I think really the biggest thing was after doing Aga, getting the glove out of pod, Yagamoth took a minute to get back to Sick Kid, which put him not too far behind you as far as actually being in the Dark World and doing checks, maybe about a minute or two, and then really dipping TR and finding the book, otherwise had more or less the same route. He did the mountain before, or the mushroom turn in before pod, so he got to flute over there to finish off Helma, which was a nice efficiency, but finding the book, wasting a little time checking the tablets, and then doing the North Dark World checks before dipping Meyer was basically the only difference, I want to say. Okay. I feel like I don't want to be speaking for him, because if he comes on to have a quick interview, then you guys won't get to talk about it. But yeah, that's kind of what we saw on our side.
Yeah, I was just a bit nervous. I didn't know how to feel. I felt kind of okay-ish after I got the fire rod. I honestly didn't know how to feel. I felt good when I found fire rod, knowing, okay, I didn't do Spike Cave and I didn't do Hera, top of Hera at least. So I have that at least going for me. I got the boots as early as I can get them. I don't know if Yaga also ended up getting the boots before like doing Thieves Town South checks. But I don't know. I just, did he make a lot of skips? Maybe he waited to do water checks until he had boots. I don't know. I was just kind of in the back of my head, just kind of thinking, what if he did this? What if he did that?
Yeah.
Up until right about when you guys both got the flute, it was pretty neck and neck. You guys had done just about all the same checks.
The biggest one that kind of had me worried was, did he do left side swamp too? Because I was avoiding swamp, hoping to even avoid that play, potentially. But with what I had left, I'm like, I feel like I have to. I have, Meyer, top of Hera, and those other awful checks I mentioned left.
Yeah, he did it in the same order that you did with Swamp. He did left side after taking down Argus. Mm-hmm. Since he was there and had the book, he also checked the tablet, which kind of had a little bit of a little moment of nerves there, because you hadn't at that point found Fire Rod yet.
Yeah, there's no way I was going up there.
Yeah, and as we say that, Yagamoth does take down Ganon, is about to cross the bridge. And so get your GGs in chat for Yagamoth, who finishes the race in second place with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 14 seconds.
GG's, Yaga.
GG's. So we'll see if he wants to jump in here for an interview. Can chat a little bit more about the seed.
And also, I also didn't. I forgot about the little detail hard mode. We can't find silvers in this, so I was opening the top chest looking for silvers just in case.
We were wondering about that.
That's why you kept finding green 20s and kept opening chests. That makes sense.
we were guessing that there was a little side bet for who found the most green 20s in the race.
Yep.
I also forgot about that too. Like, oh wait, 14 is the max number of hearts. That's why I'm also getting all these green 20s. Because I'm also thinking a blue mail would have been nice. I just completely forgot. Just thinking map compass shuffle. That's it.
Well, that was the funny thing I kept kind of noticing or pointing out, is that you kept finding heart pieces. So the green 20s weren't heart pieces. You never actually maxed out on heart pieces this seed. Neither of you did, in fact. So all the green 20s you found was everything but heart pieces.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like Yagamoth is declining to come into the booth today, but is hanging out in chat if you want to have any questions for him, Gamma, or anyone else.
No, I was just curious what he had left before, making the Meyer play. I felt like I don't know. Okay, just the top of Hera kind of made me think maybe I should go back since I got hookshot now, but obviously I'm glad I didn't do that play now.
Yeah. Yeah, you both got the nice blue bottle out of Hera.
After I got the blue bottle, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't pick it up. I just have 2 already. I'm like, nah, it's right here, screaming, calling out to me. Might as well.
See, there you go. Your end screen. You have 15 heart pieces. So yeah, just one other thing I was kind of curious about when you were getting too close to Aga at that point, and it was probably for both of you. You honestly, it was starting to feel more and more like Aga, and you basically weren't gonna. Well, I think you logically last located Aga, but what are your thoughts on that? Like instead of kind of trying to pull the trigger earlier, because that was definitely I think Yawgmoth was a full Aga Tower climb ahead of you by the time you both got to the Dark World, but he hadn't done Sick Kid check yet. That was one of the biggest things that slowed him down in the mid game.
Catfish, yeah, because I did, or not Catfish, Sick Kid. I also did Old Man Save, Spec Rock, and he did Fake Flippers after. What was his aura? After Aga.
Don't remember exactly.
Around there. I felt, I don't know, I just kind of want to take advantage of the glove situation. Like maybe I'll get another glove or hammer and the Fake Flippers. And also hoping just pretty much getting away from that, in case he didn't get the glove early on. Because it looked like an Aga seed. It was an obvious Aga seed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, as soon as that cape popped up, I thought, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt early Aga, like a minute in, and Cac, you find a cape. Like, okay, here we go again. So yeah, we have another race coming up in a minute. Just want to get any closing thoughts from you, Gamma. How do you feel about the race, the seed? How do you feel about the team, playoffs, etc.?
I feel pretty good. I'm kind of happy we got this win.
Kind of happy.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm definitely happy we got this win. But I'm just gonna be wishing luck to my teammates Ramanda and Shireen. Hopefully they also try to knock out a win to avoid game 4 or 5.
You don't want to do co-op retro?
I don't want to. I'm never gonna do co-op retrons. I'm okay with that. I'll do game 4 if it comes to it. But no, just hoping they do their best and pull out a win and just kind of get this out of the way as soon as we can. Win or lose, hopefully win. And thank you guys too for also doing commentary, and Moogle for doing tracking. Appreciate it. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks again.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks
a lot.
In the spirit of NFL Thanksgiving, we're stacking the races up today. So we have Thelaine and who is it? Ravis. There we go.
Yeah, coming up right after this, we have Thelaine versus Ravis playing in Vroja. This will be game 2 between Team Error 216 and Team Hime. The first game was Error versus Dragon Strike in a very close cross keys match that Error won by about 2 minutes. So get your hype ready for game 2 of this series.
That'll be a fun one. Inverted seeds always kind of scare me a little bit. I don't usually play them myself.
Yeah, can't wait. It'll be exciting. And just want to give one last shout out and thank you to our runners, Gamachu and Yawgmoth, putting on a great show. Their links are in chat if you would like to follow them. Thanks a lot to Moogle for tracking this race, and SpeedGaming for putting on the show, of course, and to chat for joining. So that's it for me. Stags, do you want to take us out?
Sure. So again, what Homemade Beer was saying, thanks for Moogle Charm and the runners, and on behalf of Homemade Beer, I'm Stags28. Everyone in America, happy Thanksgiving. Everyone else, have a happy Thursday, and enjoy the next race. Should be a great one.